Okay, guys. So today we are starting our new lesson, which is lesson 10, Introduction to Internet Protocol IPv6. We have already completed IPv4, and now we are working on IPv6. But before moving on IPv6, I would like to have some discussion on IPv4. Okay. So I am just asking some simple questions with you. Suppose this is my computer A. Okay, and I have same another computer here with computer B. Brima, listen very carefully, okay? This is interview questions, okay? Now this is my computer A, and this is my computer B. Okay. Now here you have to tell me whether the IP what I'm writing is it correct or not, okay? So here I'm using one IP address which is from class A, and the subnet mask is 128.0.0.0. Is it correct IP address? This is IP, and this is subnet mask. Subnet mask.
Subnet mask will be 255.
And the bit I'm using /1. Is it normally in IP address in IPv4? The default is 8, right? Hello. Yes, Brima. Yeah, Mr. Eddie. The default IP address. What do you think? What will be the default then when we are talking about default? Suppose if I'm talking about default class A IP address is, for example, I'm using this 10.0.0.1. Okay, and the subnet mask what we use, this is default, right? Okay, and why it is like this? Because here we are using /8 bit, right? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, yeah, Mr. Lamin. Okay. So now, if I want to do subnetting, right? So I will start changing my host bit to network bit, right? Lamin. If you will not speak something, how I will know that you are you. Okay, let me explain you. Suppose if I want to do subnetting normally, if I want to do subnetting with this, understand it. So normally we take this. So normally it is like this. So what we do, we change host off bits to on bits, right? So normally by default it is 8-bit. So when we do subnetting, we start moving from 8 to 9, then 10, then 11, then 12, like this, right? Then 13/14, like this. Same like we will be moving till 30 something, like, okay, 30. If you want, you can check with 30, 32, like this, right? But if I'm talking about class B, so it is like this. Default is 16-bit. Okay, and default is 16, but when we talk about subnetting calculation, so we move to 17, then 18, 19, 20, 21, like that, and it will move to 30 something, like that, right? Is it okay? Okay, now so here what I am asking, that so if the lowest subnet mask or default subnet mask will be like this in class A, the lowest subnet mask for class B and the default for the B is, suppose if I'm using 172.16.0.1 is my IP address, slash 16. So the subnet mask for this is 00, like this. Okay, are you understanding? So if I'm trying to do subnetting of this, so subnetting will be like, suppose it's 16-bit is default, so I'll be moving to 17-bit, 18-bit, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, like that, right? And we'll move till 30 something and 32. Are you understanding? Yes, Mr. Lamin, are you understanding this? Okay. Now, so my question is, so if this is the default and the last subnet mask, you can move towards like 255 something else. But if I'm using here that 128.0.0.0 as a subnet mask instead of this, so I'm asking that, is it correct or wrong? And the IP is this one. And here instead of 8-bit, it will be like this one. So let me write it in a correct format. So if I'm coming here, okay, and here I'm using one IP address 10.1.1.1, and subnet mask will be like this 128.0.0, like this. So I'm asking, and okay, let me come here, and here I'm using like this 10.2, and the subnet mask is this. Do these both computer will be able to communicate or not?
No, it's wrong. It's wrong. Because by default, subnet mask, the first octet all supposed to be on. It starts from /8. The first octet all supposed to be on. The 128, it means that some of the bits are off. Only the first bit is on. And the first octet, all the octets supposed to be on. It means that for this to work, the first octet supposed to have 255, then 0.0.0. Then they will communicate. The two pieces will communicate.
Okay, so Mr. Lamin, can we check in practical session? Can we check and let's see whether it is correct or wrong?
Yes, we can check.
Okay, let's try. IPv4 test. So let me come and take two computer. Okay. And we will be using one switch to connect this computer, Ethernet switch. Okay. And let's connect this Ethernet here. So according to my question, I was saying that this PC address is 10.1.1.1 and the subnet mask is 128.0.0.0. And here I said 10.1.1.2, right? Okay, so let's start these all computers and see. Okay, let's take the console.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm on PC1, so you know how to write. We just normally write like this, and the IP 10.1.1.1/1, right? Is it like this, or you can normally write like this 128.0.0.0? Okay, what is saying? Okay, yes, my friend.
It's all the same. /1, yes.
Okay, now if I
Call
use
it
this
gateway.
subnet mask,
Till now, the same.
no, but
It
see,
will not work.
so what I'm see here, what message I'm getting? Do I'm getting any message related to IP address? So if maybe, for example, if I'm using this IP address, and if I will give one gateway like 10.1.1.10, see, he accepted. And if I'm saying so IP, see, gateway is this one, okay, but why is taking like this? Okay, no problem. Let's use packet tracer and see why I'm because we are learning some advanced technology. Okay, so I'm just sharing some advanced knowledge with you. Okay, so you just check, so it will enhance your knowledge. Okay. Suppose here, if I'm taking one computer, second computer, and let's connect this both computer together. Okay, and here I'm using one IP address as I told you 10.1.1.1 and subnet mask is this. And here I'm using one IP address 10.1.1.2, and the IP address is 128.0.0.0. Okay, now if I'm starting these both computer, like if I'm taking this computer, so if I'm coming to desktop, IP configuration, IP address 10.1.1.1, and here I'm using 128.0.0.0, right? So I supposed to get invalid something like that. See, I'm not getting any invalid message. And if I'm coming here, config desktop IP configuration 10.1.1.2, and the subnet mask is 128.0.0.0. Okay, and now if I'm coming here to this system, and if I'm checking here IP config, see what is my IP address and subnet mask. Yeah, Mr. Lemon, did you see? Did you see here? And if I'm trying to ping 10.1.1.2 computer, see I'm pinging. Okay, so that's why I told you in the class to all the students that if your IP address is strong, okay, then your subnetting will be strong. Okay, then your all, see, IP is the base of your network technology. Okay, if you know IP address, means you know everything, right? But if you don't know IP address, you have to face lots of problem regarding the technology, how they are communicating, what is bits, like that. Okay, okay, so that's why I told you that if you try with all the labs, okay, the assignments what I have given to you all, try to find how they are communicating, okay, how they can communicate, why they are communicating like this. Okay, okay, no problem. So we will be working on that while doing practical. So we are just about to complete the practical. After IPv6, we will be moving to our network configuration, router, switches, and then we'll move to firewall. Okay, see, without theoretical part, if I will directly start configuring IPv6, configuring IPv4, then there will be a problem, because some of you will say that, okay, sir, my base knowledge is not up to mark to understand IPv6. Okay, that's why I'm giving some theoretical part on this, then we'll move on practical. Okay, and it is very simple. Okay, so here you have to understand what is IPv6. Okay, now as compared to IPv4, IPv6 is 128-bit alphanumeric address. Means in IPv4, as when we are using 32 bits, we are using decimal number, but here we are using hexadecimal number, which is combination of numerical plus alphabets number. Okay, and IPv6 address is the next generation of IPv4, which came to support the high-tech data centers for faster communications. Okay, and mainly IPv6 came when mobile users increased in the network, because when in the old time when we were using the networks, at that time we were using only IP address in our computers, in our laptops. But when the new generation came, like just before like 5 or 10 years ago, each and every people started using IP address in mobiles. So IPv4 almost is the end of life, you can say. So now every people are moving to IPv6. So we have to know IPv4 very well. Okay, you can see here IPv6 address is the replacement of IPv4 address. Okay, now why we need IPv6? So you can see here IPv6 provide larger address as compared to IPv4, and when we want to expand IPv4, we use some kind of technology like subnetting, supernetting, VLSM, NATing. Okay, but here in IPv6, we don't need any kind of NATing because we have enough address. Okay, and if you are comparing, if you will compare with IP header packet, means any packet when it moves from source to destination, they carry some kind of header. Header means the information of the packet, means where it has to go, what is the payload of the data, okay, source and destination information. Okay, so if you will compare IPv4 packet and IPv6 packet, so IPv6 packets is more lighter than IPv4 packet. That's why IPv6 communication is faster than IPv4. Okay, in IPv6 there is no broadcasting. Okay, now in IPv6 you will have multiple IPv6 address on your interface. So I'll show you while configuration of IPv6 now. So as I told you, there in IPv6 we have 128-bit hexadecimal number, and if you are comparing that, okay, how many addresses we will have if we will calculate as when we have 128 bits, so the number will be like this. Okay, the number is very long. Okay, so you are not going to finish this from last, like if you will calculate 100 years also, you are not going to complete IPv6. Now the IPv6, when they start writing, so they use the number in hexadecimal format from 0 to 9 and A to F. Okay, now why I'm saying this one you have to understand, as if you are comparing with IPv4, so normally what we do, so in IPv4 what we say here, we say that the address starts from 0 to 255. Okay, in IPv4 I'm saying IPv4. Okay, so if somebody will write IP address like 300.10.100.270, okay, so this IP is invalid IP address. This is wrong IP address. Why? Because the limitation of IP address is 255, means in a single octet the number can reach up to 255. It cannot move to 256 also. Okay, so the limitation is you can keep 0 in this octet. In this octet you can keep 0 or you can keep 255, but you cannot keep more than 255 because the limitation has been given from 0 to 255. You can keep in the octet, in the 4 octet what you have here. So same here in IPv6, when they are talking here IPv6, so in IPv6 they have said that, okay, 0 to 9 and A to F, means when you will write IP address, this IPv6, okay, so you can write 0 0 0 0, and here we use colon. In IPv4 we use dot, and in IPv6 we use column. You can use 0 0, or you can use 999, okay, or you can use A, the number which has been given to you, okay, or you can use anything, D, something like that, like this, but you cannot use after F, like you cannot use G. Okay, so these things is the limitation here, so you cannot use this G. Why? Because they have given you the limitation. Okay, now move to our slide. Okay, in IPv4 we have 4 octet, and in IPv6 we have 8 octet, which is known as blocks. Okay, now in IPv4 we have we have around what you say, like the limitation what we are talking here in IPv4 we have 4 octet, and in IPv6 we have 8 octet. Okay, now let's move another part. Okay, sorry, I forget to tell you about this. In IPv4 we use dot, and in IPv6 we use colon to separate the IP address block. Now in each section or in each block of IPv4 we have like what we are talking a 4 octet in IPv4. I'm just comparing with this. So in IPv4 we have 8 bit per octet. So in IPv6 we have 16 bit per octet, or you can say block size. And IPv6 is divided into two part. Why? Because in IPv6 there is no classes. Like in IPv4 we have classes also, like class A, B, C, D, and E. But in IPv6 we do not have any kind of classes. Okay, so it's just divided into two area, two type or two part you can say, and that part is network prefix and interface ID prefix, or you can say host prefix. Means the 28 bit what we have here in IPv6, it is divided into two section. Okay, network for 64 and host prefix is 64. Means half is like you can say half is subnet mask reserved for network, and half 64 is reserved for host ID. Okay, so you can use for host configuration and host IP address. Okay, so if we are talking about the example of IPv4, so normally I have given you the example like when we write 192, 250. Okay, so all these are IPv4 example, but this is IPv6 example, that how IPv6 will look like. Okay, so IPv6 normally it's look like this, or for example it look like this. But you can see here the first one is the long IP address and this one is the shorter IP address. So we'll see that how to expand IP address and how to reduce the IPv6. Okay, now so here when we use, I have already told you that we have total 8 octet in IPv6 and each octet will have 16 bit. Okay, now if we are talking is saying that in each and every block minimum value can be 0 and maximum value can be FF, which I have already explained you here. Okay, but you cannot move beyond this. Okay, you cannot move beyond this, so this what here it's explaining. Okay, now I have already told you there is no classes in IPv6. Okay, there is no broadcast address, and we have already come to know that it is IPv6 is divided into two part. One is network ID, which is 64 bit, and host ID, or you can say interface ID, which is 64 bit. And as compared to IPv4 we use the loopback address 127 range, and in IPv6 the loopback interface range of IP address is ::1. Okay, this is the loopback interface IP address. Okay, now IPv6 is divided into two part. One is known as unicast and second one is known as multicast. Same here, IPv4 is divided into three section: unicast section, multicast section, and broadcast section. But here in IPv6, as I told you, that there is no any kind of broadcasting. That's why in IPv6 we have unicast section and multicast section. Okay. Now, so we'll see that unicast is divided into three category. Okay. So first understand this is known as site local. But when I will compare with IPv4, you will come to know what is site local, what is global unicast, and what is link local. Okay. Now, I hope you know about the private IP address range in IPv4. So same, the private IP address range, the use of private IP address range, what we use, okay, okay. So those things are known as site local IP address in IPv6. When we are comparing the public IP address, so the public IP address is same like global unicast IP address in IPv6. So this I have just written to compare, because these things are used in IPv4 and these are used in IPv6. Okay, and link local IP address, which is known as APIPA address in IPv4. So these are used here. This link local IP address is used in IPv6. Now we are talking about the range. So which range will come under site local? So whenever you see FC00, so that IP address comes in site local. Site local means the private IP address you can use for private communication, but I'm not talking about public communication. And when you see FD00, okay, so that is your site local IP address. So I hope you already know these IP address in IPv4. Let me write it again. Private IP address. So when we write here 10.0.0.0, 172.16.0.0, 192.168.0.0. So these are private IP address which is free of cost. Okay, you will get free of cost from ISP. Okay, when you will buy one public IP address. So same here, when you will buy this public IP address, which is known as global unicast IP address from ISP, the range is 2 and 3. Okay, and don't think that it's less. It's very large IP address pool. Okay, so when you will buy any pool or any IP from ISP from IPv6 range, which is 2 and 3, you will get this. You can use this FC00 or FD, any range related to this one, in your private network for your device communication. Okay. Now, so the APIPA range, what we are using here, which is FE80, FE90, FEA0, FEB0. So these things are used in your APIPA address range. And I already told you that APIPA address range is used when your system is out of DHCP connectivity, and or maybe you can say your system is not able to connect with DHCP, or maybe is not able to get IP address from DHCP. Then your system will generate a APIPA address from this range. Okay, and multicast address, which is used from FF00 range, and I will tell you when we use a APIPA address, this multicast address range. This multicast address range is used with your protocols like RAPE, EIGRP, OSPF, like that. Okay, and we have one other IPv6 type, which is Anycast, and that we will be knowing in our next slide. Okay, now you can see here unicast IP address, which is one-to-one communication, means the unicast IP address you can assign in your system. Okay, Okay, now when we are talking about multicast address, so multicast address is a group address, means one to a group communication. Okay, so here I have already given you example that RIP protocol can use this multicast address. Means multicasting means what? Suppose we are, like in our class we are 10 students. Okay, so I can say, okay, who is from Banjul? Okay, so I'm addressing specific people. Okay, I'm not addressing all people of Gambia. Okay, so I'm not broadcasting, I'm only sending multicast packet to only Banjul guys, or maybe any specific place guys. So when you address a specific or group of people, then that is known as multicast address. Now any cast address is used for addressing nearest server of your organization. Like suppose maybe we are working in Google. Okay, but when you are trying to connect Google server from your country, so do you think that your request is going to direct US server? No. Whenever you are trying to access Google server from your country, okay, so the IP address from your country, it will go to some specific router and it will use any cast. Means it your router will connect to nearest Google server, and it can be anywhere, like it can be in Senegal, or maybe it can be in Nigeria or anywhere, but it will not reach up to Google. Okay, so Anycast IP address is used to connect to the nearest host or to the nearest server, you can say. Okay, so as I already told you, what is site local? Okay, so site local is the private IP address of your organization, where you can use private IP address for local communication. So site local is also known as unique local. Okay, global unicast IP address, which I told you, global means you can understand global. Global means public IP. Site means what? It's a local. LAN, site means LAN. So site local means private IP address. Link local. Okay, link local means the IP address is default. Okay, so this IP address is default enabled with your interface. Okay, so this is, you can say it's a pipa also. Okay, it's similar to a pipa, but I'm not telling it's a pipa, but it's similar to a pipa, and it is already enabled with IPv6 interface. And this is non-routable, means with this IP address you cannot communicate to other computers. Okay, outside the network, you can only communicate inside the network with this IP address. Okay, non-routable means you cannot move out from your company. Like if you want to use you access internet or some other things outside your LAN, you cannot communicate. Okay, now IPv6 rules of summarization. This is very much important. Why it is important? Because when you will see the IPv6 address, okay, it is very large. Okay, let me show you here. See this IP address. If you see this IP address, let me, if you're checking this IP address, so you can see here this IP address is very long. Like normally what we do in the organization, like suppose if I am a network engineer and if there is some kind of troubleshooting, is something is going on, so normally what we used to ask, we used to say that, okay, Lamin, can you tell me your IP address? Okay, then you used to say, when we work with IPv4, so you will say that, okay, my IP address is 192.168, something like that, right? But in IPv6, when I will ask, okay, can you tell me your IPv6 address? So see here, when you will start telling that, okay, my IP address is this one. So you will say my IP address is FE80000 like that. Okay, 81006757 like that. It will take long time, or maybe the guy will not understand. So what you will do, you have to write this IP address, you have to send, or you have to send through message, send through email. So there will be a lot of problem. So what they said, okay, let's do some kind of IP summarization, or you can say the reducing the length of IPv6. Okay, so here we have some kind of rules to reduce the IPv6 length. So here what we have, IPv6 rules of summarization. Okay, so here we are summarizing the rule of IPv6. Okay, so here we have three rules. There are three rules in IPv6 to reduce or compress the IPv6 length. Okay, and here you can see how we are going to reduce. Okay, so the first rule is saying that all contiguous zero in blocks can be presented by double colon. So here you can see the example, like the IP address is like this, the long IP. So what is saying here, contiguous zero can be represented or presented by like double colon. So this is also contiguous zero, and here also we have contiguous zero. So you can reduce here also, or you can reduce here also. So the benefit is to reduce, but here is saying that this formula or this rule can be used only once in a single IP. So you can use double colon only one time in IP address. So here, see, you can see here, see. So here I have reduced to this one. So now your IP address is this. 00 will be remain, because you can only you can only reduce one time with double colon. Okay, this is also same here. All these three is reduced to double colon, and this is same as like this. Now let's come to reduce this one also. Can we reduce this one? So let's come to the second rule, or you can say second formula. So here is saying that all zeros in a single block or in single group can be presented by zero, single 00 like that. So instead of having four zeros, we can have single zero in a block. Okay, so here what is saying that this is the IP address what we have right now here. Okay, so let's see after putting the formula of this single zero. But here is saying that you can use, but see here we do not have any kind of limitation that you can use only one time. Here is saying that whatever zeros you have, you can make this, you can reduce to single zero. So you see here, this also has reduced to single zero, and this is also reduced to single zero. So now you can see, as compared to this long one, this long IP address, now we have the shorter IP address here. Now when we are moving to the third formula, now see here, the third formula what is saying that starting all zeros of every block or group can be removed. Now see, if I'm talking about any number, right? So 0007, so actual number is digit is what, 7. So he's saying that there is no any value of 0 before number. After number, if I'll tell you, okay, I want to give you $0.009, so what is the value? It's $9 only. Okay, but if I'll move this zero here after 9, so it will be $900. Okay, so before number, if there is zero, so there is no value of the zero. Okay, so he's saying that, so you can remove it. So now see, this is the IP left here, and now if you are reducing, it is FE80, and now it is single zero. Here also this is same, because this zero is after number. Okay, and here what, it's 000 has been removed to single zero. Okay, so guys, did you understood this IP, how we have reduced the IP address? Okay, so here we have IPv6, some examples. So yes, Anyone? Okay, someone is asking, is it possible to use both contiguous and all zeros in a single block? Can you unmute yourself and let me know what you want to say? Who is this?
Sir,
Yeah, Mr.
I
Ed.
wanted to ask, is it possible to use both continuous and zeros in a single block, in a single IP address,
Okay, let
in
me
a single
see.
IPv6?
Like if we,
Resume the second.
okay, let me come here. So which one you want? Like, okay, in this example, you want to ask something?
Yes, can we use all continuous? Like here it's saying you can use the double semicolon, double
Yes,
colons
yes.
to represent. So is it possible to use all continuous and still to use the second rule to shorten the
Yes, yes. See, what is saying this? See, in if I'm writing any IP address, let me come to this one, this example. Okay. Suppose I want to reduce this one, for example. So I can use FE80.
Mhm.
So here I can write FE80 colon. Okay. Now, okay, wait. Let me use this IP address. Here I can use FE80. Now here you have two options, because you have to either you want to reduce this one or either you want to reduce this one. So which one you want to reduce? Okay. So
second part.
yes, second one. Why? Because here you are reducing 3 block size. Here you are reducing 2 block size. So as a smart guy, you will say no, I want to reduce this one. I want to left like this. 8110 colon. Here I will use double colon like this, and then 0007. Now you want to use, so you will say that, okay sir, can I reduce this one and put like this? Is it like this? Yeah, Mr. Eddie.
Sorry, I didn't get that question.
I'm saying that you cannot remove this one also, and you cannot remove this one also. You cannot say that, okay sir, can I use like this? You want to ask this one?
Yes, I was asking if you could use both rules
No,
in one.
only one time. That's why here
Oh,
you have option that when you have used this formula, okay, when you have used this formula, see, when I have already used this double colon, this, so you can use only this double colon one time. You can see here one time, here also we have one time, here also one time, here also one time. Okay, but this second formula and this third formula you can use 5 time, 6 time, 7 time, 8 time also, because we have 8 octet. Okay, now how we can use this one? Let me come again to this. For example, my IP address is like this. For example, maybe my IP address will be like this. Put here like this. Okay, so in this case, what you can do? Can you give me example? What IP will be your, how you can reduce the IP address? So you just put like this, simple, like this. 7. This is your IP address. You understood?
oh, okay, yeah. Yes, it's clear now.
Okay. Now, but
Yeah.
if your IP will be like this, here, if I'm using B, something like this, okay. So here, now tell me where you can use this double colon.
On this second larger part.
Yes, very good. This part. So here, till here, you have to use like this. Till here, you have to use like this. Okay. And here you have to use double colon, and this you can say 007, or you can reduce this IP address also from FE80 to single zero, colon single zero, and then B, and then colon, then 7. Did you understood?
Yes.
This one. Okay.
Yes.
Now, so that's why if you'll see my assignments, so we have some kind of assignments. Okay, so you all have to work on assignments. Okay, so the assignments is that, see, here it is asking compress. This IP address is already compressed IP address. So here asking, okay, can you please give me the full IP address? So the full IP address is like this. Okay, so can I give you the can I explain you how full IP address came here? Now see, 2014, no need to change anything, right? Now see this single zero means 40, right?
Yes.
Yes. This 130F means nothing is changed here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now here
Yes.
we have double colon, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we have double colon, so how many zero is hidden there? Do you know?
8.
Yes. No. You don't know this one. See how to calculate. Normally, how many octet we have in IPv6? 8 octet.
Yes.
Yeah. So see how many octet we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now how many is hidden here? 2. 2 is hidden here. So that's why we have 20 block is hidden here. Okay. Now here is 7C0 means 10 is hidden here. Are you understanding?
Yes.
853A, nothing is hidden here. 140B, nothing is hidden here. Okay. So this is your first example. Now here, this is already compressed IP address. Okay. So now you have to give full IP address. Okay. So this is the full IP address. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share some IPv6 assignments. Okay. So please work on IPv6 assignments, and we will be working on that. Okay. Is it okay, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So tomorrow I will share the link for tomorrow class. Okay.
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 Okay.